Good morning, you guys. I'm obviously wearing my glasses today, so please forgive the glare. Today's question is, does homosexuality demonstrate that the Bible is antiquated and irrelevant? As you can tell, Hank Hanegraaff is not shy from touching on controversial issues. This reading is a little bit lengthy, so I'll try to do it as quickly and smoothly as possible. With that said, here's Hank. A popular sentiment today is that the Bible is increasingly irrelevant in a modern age of scientific enlightenment. Thus, when the Scripture's condemnation of homosexuality is referenced, it is not uncommon to see expressions of polite exasperation etched on the faces of the masses. After all, the Bible not only condemns homosexuality, but also clearly teaches that Sabbath breakers must be put to death. Exodus 35:2. First, it should be noted that while Sabbath breaking had serious ramifications within ancient Israel, it is not a precedent for executing people today. Not only are we no longer under the civil and ceremonial laws of a Jewish theocratic form of government, but as the Apostle Paul explains, the symbolism of the law has been fulfilled in Christ. Galatians 3:13-14. In his letter to the Colossian Christians, Paul underscores the Christians' freedom from adherence to Sabbath laws by pointing out that these are a shadow of the things that were to come. The reality, or substance, however, is found in Christ, Colossians 2:17. Thus, there is an obvious difference between enduring moral principles regarding homosexuality and temporary civil and ceremonial laws relegated to a particular historical context. Furthermore, we would do well to recognize that the God of the Bible does not condemn homosexuality in an arbitrary and capricious fashion. Rather, he carefully defines the borders of human sexuality so that our joy may be complete. It does not require an advanced degree in physiology to appreciate the fact that the human body is not designed for homosexual relationships. Spurious slogans and sound bites do not change the scientific reality that homosexual relationships are devastating, not only from a psychological, but also from a physiological perspective. Finally, far from being irrelevant and antiquated, the Bible's warnings regarding homosexuality are eerily relevant and up-to-date. The book of Romans aptly describes both the perversion and the penalty. Quote, "Their women exchange natural relations for unnatural ones. In the same way, the men also abandoned natural relations with women and were inflamed with lust for one another. Men committed indecent acts with other men and received in themselves the due penalty for their perversion." End quote. That's Romans 1:26 and 27. It would be difficult to miss the relationship between Paul's words and the current healthcare holocaust. More people already have died worldwide from AIDS than the United States of America has lost in all its wars combined. But this is but the tip of an insidious iceberg. The homosexual lifestyle causes a host of complications, including hemorrhoids, prostate damage, and infectious fissures. And even that merely scratches the surface. Non-viral infections transmitted through homosexual activity include gonorrhea, chlamydia, and syphilis. Viral infections involve condylomata, herpes, and hepatitis A and B. While there are attendant moral and medical problems with sexual promiscuity in general, it would be homophobic in the extreme to obscure the scientific realities concerning homosexuality. It is a hate crime of unparalleled proportions to attempt to keep a whole segment of the population in the dark concerning such issues. Thus, far from demonstrating that the Bible is out of step with the times, its warnings regarding homosexuality demonstrate that it is as relevant today as it was in the beginning. So, hope that message is helpful or informational in some way, shape, or form. If you have any questions, please feel free to contact me. Again, I always recommend Tim Chow's message, HSIAO, regarding topics like this, particularly from a classical natural law perspective. You can find that on YouTube. Again, nice to see you guys. We'll talk to you later. See ya.